Think about what this means for
And look at
Mr.
that.
Opportunity.
Leon Hader gone for probably 4 to 6 months, and he is back. And there is a new guy trying to run the yard, Mr. Opportunity.
Leon Hader, though, one step ahead of Mr. Opportunity, levels him with a flying clothesline.
And listen to the crowd getting behind Leon Hader, rejuvenated, his best friend and old partner Legacy returning tonight.
Mr. Opportunity, though, he's going to the outside of the ring. He's on the apron. That's not a smart position to be in when you're in a battle royal,
Oh, look at that.
especially against someone as experienced as Leon Hader.
The big right hand, and he is reeling. Mr. Opportunity is hanging on for dear life.
Now here comes Leon Hader going for that final shot, but he gets cut off by Mr. Opportunity.
Nails him with a big forearm.
Oh no! Oh wow!
And there it is.
Hader has been eliminated. Your winner of the match, Mr. Opportunity, Shogun Jones.
Well, I guess we got to say we have an early favorite for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
We absolutely do. This is the last we're going to see of him tonight. You want to talk about a star-making performance? Mr. Opportunity did that this evening at the 9th anniversary event. But you got to figure both these men have got to have a little bit of butterflies in their stomach. Neither will show it. They're too proud to do that. But both men have to feel the nerves. Shogun Jones, his first world title shot. Chris Bay, his first heavyweight championship defense inside Sam's Town.
Well, you know, the bottom line is Shogun Jones will never admit it, but you know there's got to be butterflies in that stomach of his. You know, as much as he's a tough guy, you know, this is his opportunity to become the man here in FSW.
Neither man will admit it. But Chris Bay has been the one that's been in far more high-pressure situations, far more big matches.
Well, Shogun says he wants to be the man. Well, tonight's the night that he's going to have to prove it.
And Chris Bay proved that he is the man at against all odds, but will he continue to be the man? Look at the size difference. Shogun Jones wanted the world to see that by stepping up to Chris Bay. But Chris Bay's going to show the world that he has no fears. He doesn't fear the size or power of Shogun Jones, but what he has to fear is that sit-out choke slam and that big boot, because that's what laid him out the last time these two were in the ring together at New Year's resolution.
Look at that, Shogun trying to manhandle Chris Bay early, but once again, you know, you got the boxer versus the puncher. Shogun Jones trying to use his strength to throw Chris Bay around, and Chris is trying to maneuver and using all his agility and firing away with some big forearm right there to the jaw.
That's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to use his agility, his speed, his striking ability to try and chop Shogun Jones down. That's not going to work. He tried to hook him for an arm drag, but Shogun Jones is just too big and mighty.
And Chris Bay settling for a couple of chops.
Chris Bay's going to have to do what he can. Look at this. He's scoozing on him. And Chris Bay has nowhere to go. And Chris Bay, though, trying to counter it and able to do it. He has to make sure Shogun doesn't land that sit-out choke slam. Hurricane Rana out of Chris Bay. And he's got the big man staggered, but not down.
But that is the reason for the great success from Chris Bay. He has no fear whatsoever. Oh, look at that. Shogun catches him.
Jones is a very powerful athlete. We heard the trash talk from both of these men leading up to tonight's event. Neither man's ego can really handle the defeat tonight. Double stomp to the spine.
And look at that Shogun. He is headed to the outside.
And Shogun Jones is actually retreating from Chris Bay.
You know, he's got to rethink that strategy.
And now Chris Bay is the one playing mind games.
And now Bay going. He's on the ring apron.
What is Chris Bay going to try to attempt here? But he gets caught trying to kick Shogun Jones. Oh my God!
Right on his head.
He got spiked.
But definitely doesn't want a count-out victory.
Shogun Jones, it looks like he's going to use the count to try, or not. I was going to say to maybe catch his breath and regroup and re-strategize, but instead he's just going to go right back on the attack. Oh no! How much can Chris Bay take? He just got dropped on the top of his head. He just got driven spine first into the edge of the ring.
And Shogun withstood that rapid attack from Chris Bay. And obviously that's going to be part of the strategy. He needs to slow down Bay, and if he could slow him down, then the advantage goes to Shogun.
Yeah, if he can slow him down, he can put him down and walk out of here as the FSW champion. Look at Chris Bay, though. He's not going to go down without a fight. It's not how you get into this position. You don't give up easily.
And just seeing the impact. Oh, and look at that huge back body drop. I think he thinks he hit a home run. One. Very, very cocky cover right there.
Well, it was a home run because the champion's still down.
But Chris Bay quickly kicked out of it. But Shogun Jones looking to pull off the upset. Looking to go 2 title changes in a row if he wins tonight.
That could very well happen. 2 championships could change hands back to back. Shogun wipes out. And look at Chris Bay now, trying to get ahead of steam, running with those knees again, but this time he gets caught by the powerhouse.
Oh, and look at that. Chris Bay kicks the arm.
But his back's feeling it. And he gets caught again.
Vicious backbreaker from Shogun Jones, who still holds on and gives him a second.
Shogun Jones isn't letting up. Shogun Jones knows what's at stake. That time swung him around before driving his back right into his knee.
1, 2.
And Chris Bay.
And Shogun is proving that he is one of the top contenders here in FSW for the heavyweight championship. Chris Bay. Some people feel that if it wasn't for John Morrison, that he wouldn't be the heavyweight champion today. So he needs to go out and prove it tonight.
Well, he's been proving it the last 2 times at the FSW arena that he deserves to be champion. But can he do it tonight? The stakes are high. The 2017 Rookie of the Year against the 2018 Rookie of the Year for the FSW heavyweight title.
Oh, and look at that. Clobbered him with the forearm.
And look at this, Shogun Jones getting his wits together as he prepares to pounce on Chris Bay. Oh, and Chris Bay catches a break.
And Shogun Jones crouching himself on the top rope.
Springboard dropkick out of Chris Bay sends Shogun to the outside. And when you're against the FSW heavyweight champion, being out there is not a safe haven. Chris Bay once again. Oh, that time able to counter Shogun Jones, reaching for the leg. Oh. Moonsault ahead of Chris Bay. The champion is taking some risks to try and retain that championship. And now Chris Bay has got to get Shogun back into the ring.
And Shogun and Chris Bay climbing to the top rope.
But you can see right there, he's still feeling the effects in the back.
Oh, vicious missile drop kick. Full force connected on Shogun Jones.
And it sends Shogun Jones down, but Shogun's already back up. Chris Bay now leaping clothesline. That time using oh no, Germans. And look at Chris Bay doing everything he can to try and counter this. He's attacking the fingers of Shogun Jones. What that's going to do, it's not going to allow Shogun to try and grip for that German suplex. He's going Ultimo.
The athleticism from Chris Bay.
And a rolling slice bread.
1, 2.
Oh, look at the power of Shogun Jones. He just shot Chris Bay off right into referee Austin Grimes.
Chris Bay trying to put away Shogun, but as we can see, Shogun Jones still has a lot left in the tank.
He does, and this just shows how far these two have progressed as competitors. Oh no, he's going back to that German. Chris Bay fighting out of it. He knows if Shogun launches him through the air, he is in a lot of trouble.
Right on the jaw.
Oh, he trapped him. Chris Bay once again tried that, trying to leverage Shogun over, but Shogun's just such a powerhouse. Oh, there's that big boot.
And Shogun Jones needs to go for the cover if he wants to get the victory. 1, 2.
And a 2 count only, and Chris Bay, his title reign lives on, but for how much longer? Shogun Jones and Chris Bay both have brought out their heavy artillery in this FSW title match.
Look at the Shogun. He is just sitting there sizing up Chris Bay.
And Chris Bay creating some separation.
Hey, get your little ass back inside the ring. What's wrong with you?
Shogun Jones is just going to try to manhandle Chris Bay back into the ring.
I'm the real heavyweight champion over here.
Slapping the hell out of the champion, but the champion fires back, catches him right in the ear.
You know, he might have just woke up Chris Bay.
Chris Bay smartly taking out the knees. And then dropping the big leg drop across the back of the neck of Shogun Jones. Chris Bay has got to keep Shogun grounded.
And this match is just going back and forth and back and forth.
Shogun has been able to counter too much of Bay's offense when he's been vertical, and this is what Bay needs to do to put him away. I'm thinking he's going for that frog splash that won him the title. And he once again sends Shogun down.
Oh, right on the side of the head. Connecting full force, Shogun Jones.
And Shogun Jones once more, it looks like. Chris Bay can't fully put him down, though. No matter how much he puts behind those kicks. And he turns him inside out with that powerful fist of his.
Come on.
Power bomb! And it was all impact on that one.
This could be it. 1, 2, 3. No!
Did he got the shoulder up, I guess. I really couldn't tell from if he beat the 3 count with the shoulder, but according to the official, he did. Shogun Jones feels robbed right now, but this is his emotion and his inexperience right now because he's got to stay on top of Chris Bay. When you were that close to putting away the champion, just do one more thing to him.
He believes he should be the heavyweight champion right now, but the referee said no, so he's got to attack.
There are people in the building who feel the same way he does, that he should be the world champion now, but he's not. The point is he's got to put away the world champion to get that title.
And he has got him by the throat.
Oh no! He was going for that choke slam. And one shot from Shogun Jones can send Chris Bay down. And this is what Bay's been trying to avoid all matchup. The sit-out choke slam. But Bay holds on with an armbar.
And right now, Bay is holding on for dear life.
He's stretching it out. Chris Bay is trying to triangle choke the challenger out. Can he actually tap out Shogun Jones?
And Chris Bay is making sure he doesn't get caught.
Chris Bay is very proficient in every style of wrestling, but he's not known for his submissions. If he can tap out Shogun Jones, and he's gonna do it, he's gonna make a pass. Oh no. This is just like Jason coming back from the dead. Poor Chris Bay is basically a teenager about to meet his fate.
Oh, and he launches him a buckle bomb. And Shogun Jones, he has taken all that Chris Bay. What has Chris Bay got left?
Chris Bay almost choked him out, but it wasn't meant to be. This is probably Shogun Jones's night. Misses the clothesline, but Chris Bay still fighting him. Finesse.
1, 2, 3, and there it is. Once again, Chris Bay victorious. I'd be surprised to say DJT, one of the final 9, and Kikataro, and out goes Hero Lou.
Has been eliminated.
Yeah, he was a sleeper in this match.
It's because that right knee pad slid off. He didn't have his protection in the ring. It hurt him.
Oh no!
DJT has been eliminated.
And by Shogun Jones.
You know it's him because you can see it on the side of his shorts. It says DJT.
Everybody's got to do that.
Oh, and look at this, Shogun and Nino Black.
And there's a scene for all of us to shed a tear over. DJT was laid out on the floor. We got the final 7.
And look at that, Graves in the corner just watching the action.
We got three of these men have been finalists in the past with Shogun, Sefa, and Graves. And Nino found his favorite move.
Dave Mazzani has been eliminated.
All while wearing Jordans. This man is impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you.
And
I knew it was you because I saw the side of your shorts.
Uh-oh, and look at this, Kikataro.
Oh no, Kikataro. What? Oh man. Shaved the cap back in almost. He got halfway there.
Vandergriff, you almost had it. Good job. You tried your best. next year.
Hey, post-wrestling career, you should go into motivational speaking.
I think so. I'm a big fan of C.T. Fletcher. You know who that is.
I do.
Good.
Pirate life.
You should. I got his bracelet on right now.
Kikutaro has been eliminated.
Kikutaro is gone. We are down to the final 5.
Yeah, we got 5 bad men in the ring. Nino Black trying to claim something big in his second match back in FSW. Sin Bodhi.
And look at Sefa. He just grabs both ropes. Very smart strategy right there.
Yeah, Sefa Fatu saw the against all out. Oh man, even his head's not hard enough for Sefa. 5-star. And Graves and Sefa working together.
That's odd.
Yeah, strange.
Last time we saw these. Whoa.
And look like Graves trying to give the assist to take out Sefa. He knows.
Hey,
He's scheming.
you got to look for any opening you can in a match like this.
And it looks like Sin Bodhi is barely hanging on.
I see something. It's a brewing. It's a super kick. And down goes Sin Bodhi. We're down to the final 4. One of these men, one of these superstars will be the one to face CB in the main event.
Sefa Fatu, a former Nevada State champion. Graves is a tag team champion and a former Nevada State champion. Nino Black, a former tag team champion. Shogun, the only one without any gold.
Shogun, the only one without any gold, but he did win Rookie of the Year last year.
And Shogun dropping the knee.
Okay. I'm seeing you now.
Oh no, there goes Nino.
Whoa.
Black has been eliminated.
And a very familiar scene. Graves,
You lost.
2017
Try again
was a
next year.
finalist.
Try again next
2018,
year.
Final 4
Try
featured.
again next year.
Shogun and Sefa.
Oh, look at that. Graves slides under the bottom rope. Not eliminated.
Graves is not eliminated, but he is going to dictate the pace of the remainder of this matchup. The most experienced man in this
No
contest.
space for you over here, boss. We got it all handled.
It was at Survival of the Fittest where we saw you, Chris, team up with the 2 men in the ring against Project Bodycount, and we saw Graves, once the odds were against him, run away. The first time we ever saw that man run from a fight.
So let's talk about strategy here, right? We're down to the final 3, and we've got these 2 gentlemen in the ring. They're about to battle it out because they're going to allow him to stay on the floor. Why would you allow him to stay on? Look. They're distracted. He's sneaking.
Well, Sefa and Shogun did huge battle with you last year at Against All Odds inside the Rumble.
Sefa threw me up so high, I could have grabbed that No Limits title if it was there back then.
You know, no matter which one of these 3 are victorious tonight, Chris Bay, you definitely have a tough night in store for you. And Shogun with the big boot.
Look at that!
Oh my Lord!
Elevated Samoan drop, crushes the ribs of Shogun, drives the wind out of his body, and Sefa Fatu is feeling it, but he doesn't see Graves.
Wow!
It was 10 months ago when he took the Nevada State title from Graves. It was 5 months ago when Graves turned his back on Sefa Fatu after we thought they had formed a friendship and rejoined Hammerstone to form Project Bodycount. And it was tonight that Graves took advantage of Sefa Fatu and eliminated him from the Against All Odds Rumble.
And once again, Graves outsmarts Sefa.
But look at this! Sefa Fatu distracting Graves. Shogun Jones trying to take advantage of the situation.
You notice I'm getting a little bit more quiet because I want to see what's going to happen. I want to know which one of these 2 will it be.
And Graves is such a dangerous challenger for you should he win this matchup. He is all about destruction. Shogun Jones, you can say the same thing, but you've squared off one-on-one with him before.
That was a much younger, much less experienced version of the man we're looking at today.
Absolutely.
Since then, he's gone on to do, as you know, defeat Kenny King.
Oh, great things he's done.
As you know, make a name for himself outside of Las Vegas, appearing on different television platforms.
Look at this. Graves feels like it's about over.
Yeah, but he can't deadweight. As strong as Graves is, It's going to be hard for him to deadweight a man that size.
That's a man that's 245 pounds of muscle who knows how to moonsault. You can't just move that guy. He has to move himself.
Forgot we had a cough button.
The right hand, big right hand from Shogun, rocking Graves.
And a big chop sends Graves flying. If you can knock Graves off his feet like that, you know there was a lot of impact behind that shot. Shogun psyching himself up, trying to get that adrenaline going.
And Shogun trying to get rid of Graves.
Oh, but Graves gets tangled up. That's what allowed him to hold on, and Shogun thinks he eliminated Graves. Oh, no!
Graves has been eliminated. And for your winner of the match, earning a title shot in our main event, Shogun Jones!
Absolutely not an upset, but Shogun Jones survives the field of 30 competitors. And tonight, he will get his rematch from No Escape against you, Chris Bay. This matchup has been 10 months in the making.
And Graves, you could see the frustration. He wanted to join his boy Hammer as multi-champions at the same time.
Yeah, Project Bodycount has 2 of the titles in this company, the Nevada State and the tag team. They thought they were going to challenge for the FSW heavyweight title, but that's not going to happen tonight. Second time in his career, Graves was a finalist. Second time he wasn't able to win the Rumble. We do know Project Bodycount, they might be in possession of 2 of the championships in this company, but they will not be getting a shot at another.
And Graves once again falls just short. The runner-up for the second time in 3 years. And now they are facing off at No Escape. They did it last year in January. And now we have our main event set. Shogun Jones gets an opportunity once again. He's been clamoring for the last year to get another opportunity at Chris Bay and says it will be different this time around. Now he has the chance to prove it.
The only reason Shogun and Chris formed that alliance this past summer was because Shogun wanted a title shot and he was willing to help Chris Bay against Project Bodycount. But that's out the window tonight because Shogun Jones has won the Rumble and he has targeted Chris Bay and the FSW heavyweight title.
And we are ready for our main event. Chris Bay going up against Shogun Jones, the man who won the 30-man Rumble earlier tonight. And now he gets his second opportunity at the goal.
Yeah. He opened the year unable to take that title from Chris Bay. But will he be able to close out his sophomore year in pro wrestling as the FSW heavyweight champion? What the hell? Project Bodycount, Hammerstone, and Graves. It was last year at Against All Odds that Chris Bay won the Rumble and took that title away from Hammerstone. It was tonight that Shogun Jones eliminated Graves to win the Rumble and challenge Chris Bay for that title.
You want to talk about a couple of sore losers.
Absolutely. Bay teamed up with Sefa.
I'm sick of this. I'm done with this. We are not going to end this night like this. I'm about to break you. So I got a question for everybody because I've already beaten you actually at Against All Odds for this. So how many of y'all want to see me whoop Graves' ass? Then you know what? Right here, right now, heavyweight title. You want this so bad? Graves, you got it!
So, Shogun.
Hammer. You're moving like a shadow. Get out of my guy's butt. I'm gonna need you to take it to the back and stay there and watch on the monitor lesson number 37 in the art of finesse. And that is against all odds belongs to Bay.
Bay told him to keep himself out of this matchup since he's already beat him in the past. Obviously, Hammerstone wasn't going to listen, but he's got the attention of Grimy. Oh, tope con hilo. Current champ takes out the former champ.
It looks like Hammerstone just got behind me and grabbed one of the belts.
May have. I was distracted by the action in the ring, but Chris Bay is wondering what else he's going to have to unleash to try. Yeah, I see it now. Hammerstone has one of the titles, and Chris Bay is wondering what else he's going to have to unleash to try and put away Graves without realizing. Well, here comes Shogun. Without realizing Hammerstone grabbed the title, but here comes Shogun distracting the champ. And on the other side of the ring, Hammerstone threw that title to Graves. And up the ramp goes Shogun and Hammerstone. Shogun, whose match this should have been, has Chris Bay's back tonight. Oh no!
Making sure Shogun, the Against All Odds Rumble winner, didn't receive his title shot at Against All Odds. And Shogun Jones making sure Hammerstone didn't walk out with the Nevada State title at our last high-octane event, Fallout, which you can still watch from November 29th. Oh man, what a kick!
This could be it already.
Hammerstone feels Shogun is not at the main event level to compete with the top athletes in FSW. Shogun feels differently, and he absolutely should. He's had main events, he's competed with the best, and he's had some great showings. He won the Against All Odds Rumble. Shogun is a main event level talent. Tonight's his chance to beat that into Hammerstone and make him aware that that's another man at the top of the mountain in FSW. And here comes Shogun. Full head of steam, stinger splash.
And Shogun Jones has come out firing.
But Hammerstone gets that boot up. Halts the momentum of Shogun, at least momentarily. Shogun with that great recovery time. And look at Hammerstone. Each shot he has could knock a man out. So big and massive and powerful.
One, two.
Shogun got another near fall. Hammerstone tried to get the jump on Shogun Jones.
And look at this, going for the choke slam, but the poke in the eye from Hammerstone. Hey, Graves. Jake would like to know if you could move a little, he said.
I didn't say that.
You were in his view.
I believe that was Joe DeFalco, who has a problem with everybody. And look at that, Graves, because of you setting him up, got in position to interfere.
Glad I could help.
Once again,
Now Shogun's gonna blame me too now.
maybe the bonus boys are right about you. And Graves allowing Hammerstone to regain or get control, honestly, of this matchup. And right to the lower back. That's going to be a problem for Shogun Jones should he try to attempt to do any heavy lifting. You lift with your legs, but your back feels it. And Hammerstone's a big thing to try to lift should Shogun try to use his power game in this match.
Hammerstone not looking for that count-out victory.
Hammerstone looking for...
whatever victory he needs. And once again, spine first into the edge of the ring. And Hammerstone will take the count-out victory.
At this point, I think he's inflicted enough damage, he feels.
Referee being intimidated a little by Hammerstone. The referee's had a rough night. It's been a long night for him.
Worked a lot of matches. Something.
And look at Hammerstone. Now he's upping his game a little.
And he is stomping a mud hole in Shogun Jones. And look at this.
Graves once again interjecting himself with the referee distracted. You know, I didn't notice it until this second, but the referee is really taking Movember too seriously.
But Hammerstone and Graves, they know how to get things done. They've been in the trenches.
They've been in the trenches together and against each other. They know each other better than anyone. Oh my God! Now that was a main event drop kick. If Hammerstone thinks he should be the most fondly viewed athlete in FSW, that's a good reason for it.
Many feel the greatest champion in FSW history.
He would rank up there. It's one thing for Graves to keep in mind, following in the footsteps of men like Matt Hardy and Killer Cross and Brian Cage and Chris Bay. Great lineage of champions in FSW history.
Eli Drake.
I was waiting for you to say it, but I feel like Kenny's going to say something mean to you about not mentioning him.
Kenny King, of course.
But Shogun Jones, a man who defeated Kenny King at the 10th anniversary event, attempting to rally here, but Hammerstone cuts him off again. Look at that. Butterfly, delayed butterfly smashy.
1, 2.
That was a big man to hold up in the air, and he drilled him.
And that's why he's one of the top talents in the world today. Showed off his prowess at Pro Wrestling Nowhere this past year. Hugely successful tour in Japan.
He defeated Michael Elgin at the Mecca.
He's defeated Sami Callihan.
Look at Shogun, the way he's fighting this. But now Hammerstone opening him up just to make sure he can get in that abdominal stretch.
He's even defeated Graves.
He was working over that lower back earlier. Now he's trying to stretch out the midsection, the ab muscles.
And using the rope for leverage, the referee did not see it.
Of Shogun Jones, really trying to endanger the core of Shogun. He wears him out. Hammerstone acts like he's not impressed by Shogun, but he's got to be impressed. How long did it take Hammerstone to get to the main events of FSW?
It took him years.
Shogun, less than a year. Oh, man! Look at Tommy Young over there.
And the referee taking, he might have trouble getting out of this arena tonight if Hammerstone loses.
Look at Shogun Jones now, going for the kicks here. One step ahead of Hammerstone.
This could be it. 1, 2.
And usually Hammerstone's used to having a decent size advantage in his matchups. Not tonight. I wonder how that affects him mentally.
Look at this, Shogun Jones starting to feel it right now.
Pump handle. Slams him down hard.
1, 2.
Shogun Jones is feeling it.
It looked like Graves is trying to grab the arm of the referee.
Oh, he'll do whatever. Graves now trying to coach Hammerstone a little bit. Trying to get him to remember who he is, where he's been, why he's been one of the top competitors in FSW for a couple of years now.
Great night here at the FSW Arena, Seasons Beatings. We still have our main event to come. No Limit champion Remy Marcel battling Shaggy McLovin.
And And Shogun put a lot of muscle behind that one. Whoa! Shogun Jones showing some agility for a man his size. Oh, man. Caught him right in the balls.
And the referee is down.
That's our only ref, too. We stay at another match. And now Shogun Jones trying to get the ref back up, but that shouldn't be his goal at the moment. Bicycle. Gotch suplex, drills him belly to back. Hammerstone. Sit out powerbomb. What the, I mean, there's no referee because of Hammerstone. Looks like a light bulb just went off in his head. No referee, he can do anything he wants.
I think they want to finish off Shogun once and for all.
And look at Hammerstone. He's just waiting for Shogun to get back to his feet. But he also sees the referee stirring. Hammerstone, not sure if he should go for his shot. Well, now he's trying to convince the referee that Shogun was the one that leveled him with the title. Is the ref gonna fall for this? Referee is not going to fall for Hammerstone's trick. But Hammerstone actually did use the title.
And Graves hits him from behind. He's got him up.
Nightmare pendulum. This should do it. In theory, all because of Graves.
2, 3, and there it is. Hammerstone teased being knocked out with the belt. The referee, I was almost in shock.
You know, for a guy who didn't think Shogun Jones was at his level, Hammerstone definitely used every illegal trick he could to get this victory. And he even brought the champion with him as backup.
So Shogun Jones, it's about time to get that 2-on-1 ass beaten. Because we all know that you have less friends in the back than you do have championship belts. And how many championship belts does he have? 0 championship belts, because Project Bodycount just keeps racking them up.
He's going to need a great partner. Did he find a great partner?
Or maybe he didn't find a partner.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, from Las Vegas, Nevada, representing faction Los Ingobernables, Pretty Boy Pitbull, Kenny King!
Well, it doesn't get much better than that. The first ever FSW heavyweight champion.
Shogun Jones has outdone himself. These two men met last year at the 10th anniversary. Shogun Jones must have earned Kenny King's respect because it was the night before at the FSW Hall of Fame ceremony where he called Kenny King out, and Kenny vowed to teach Shogun a lesson in respect the next night, but in the end Shogun defeated him. But I guess that's the day the bond was made.
Interesting to have right here Shogun Jones and Kenny King as tag team partners. As you said, after the anniversary show, we never thought that would be what was happening.
Yeah, and that same anniversary show was when Hammerstone and Graves won those titles. Blindsiding the 1% with Graves rejoining Hammerstone and cashing in the case to win those tag team titles. This is interesting. I really don't think Project Bodycount expected Kenny King. We knew it wasn't going to be Chris Bay, which a lot of people would have maybe expected given the bad blood, but
another guy would have been Sefa Fatu that people could have thought.
What happened to him? His family kidnapped him and brought him somewhere, right?
Yes.
On a tour he was unaware of, right?
I think it's the Samoan Dynasty
It
tour.
is. And now we have Graves and Hammerstone wondering how they're going to deal with Kenny King. Graves 2 years ago at No Escape.
Wow. George Furman's daughter getting the hat.
2 years ago at No Escape, Kenny King actually defeated Graves. And it was that loss that had Graves reevaluate his career, because just 4 short months later, he won his first championship in FSW, the Nevada State title at the 9th anniversary event. And here we go.
And Hammerstone mocking Shogun Jones, believing he had to overpay Kenny King to be his partner. Never know, might be true.
I think
Kenny's a businessman.
Hey, I think those tag team titles might be enough. You know, I feel like a couple of years ago, there would have been more respect shown towards Kenny King by Hammerstone, but Hammerstone, over the last couple of years, has carved his own path. The path he feels is bigger than Kenny's.
And Shogun, the big boot on Hammerstone. You know, Shogun is hyped up. This could be his first championship win.
I've got to say, this is the biggest grudge match of Shogun Jones' career.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year.
And it was last year at No Escape. He had his first heavyweight title shot as he locks horns now with the current heavyweight champion.
2 points for Graves. The takedown on Shogun.
Yeah, maybe more impressive than the 2 points is the strength displayed by the heavyweight champion.
He tosses Shogun the way I toss a pillow there, Jake.
Look at Shogun dodging Graves. Almost mocking Shogun.
Yes, Graves, a jiu-jitsu specialist, a world champion jiu-jitsu artist.
When you look at Shogun Jones and Graves' history, they have met in a couple singles matches. And each time, Graves has gotten the victory, which he might get here. But each time, Shogun showed noticeable improvement. And if they eventually meet for that heavyweight title, we could very easily have a new champion. But that's not the title on the line tonight.
It is not. Look at this, Graves once again showing his strength.
He's going for that Slurpee machine.
Leg lariat from Shogun Jones.
For a man his size, Shogun Jones has tremendous footwork as he leveled Graves with that kick. But I do question him bringing Graves back up to a vertical base. But it must be for reasons of double teaming the champion in the corner. To mention, the last time these two were in the ring was 2 years ago at No Escape when Kenny King defeated Graves.
Nice takedown from Graves.
One thing, if you might be watching FSW for the first time, look at Kenny King before I mention it. Very smooth with everything he does. Very effective also as he brings the champion down. Kenny King takes a liking to the students who work the hardest at the FSW Academy, whether we've seen it with Chris Bay in the past and maybe now Shogun Jones.
Well, look at this. Graves able to reverse it.
Graves, yeah, able to lock in that hammer lock. You saw he had great wrist control, but Kenny King able to counter.
Definitely got some speed and quickness. Kenny King hasn't lost a step.
I would think not. He's still facing some of the best competition in the world. Kenny King, atomic drop into the boot.
Could be it.
And Kenny King and Shogun have worked really well together so far in this match.
You know, it's been a while since Kenny King has tasted gold here in FSW, working that full-time schedule in Ring of Honor. We just haven't been able to have him as often as we'd like.
Still considers Vegas his home for wrestling. He doesn't want to be defeated in his home. That's why he might be the perfect partner for Shogun, who it looked like Graves was going to attempt a belly-to-belly suplex, but Shogun fighting it off with those shots. And that's why Project Body Count is dangerous.
Hammerstone had enough sitting on the outside watching Shogun.
They see one of their own in trouble, and they just go for the kill. Hammerstone showing no remorse, and Graves knocks King off the apron on the other side. And this leaves Shogun in a position that's not a situation he wants to be in. Let's put it that way. Being stretched by Graves.
Hammerstone kind of mocking Shogun.
And look at Graves. It's gross. He's gnawing away like he learned one thing from his match with Macho Mouse.
See? So he's learning.
So he's picking up new tricks.
And the referee looking down to see if Shogun, and he's not seeing that Graves is chewing on his fingers.
Here comes the other half of the tag team champions. Triple Crown winner in FSW. He's held that Nevada State title, the heavyweight title. And just look at the intensity from Hammerstone.
Like a rabid dog.
It's something most athletes can't really compete with. They're not capable of it. Shogun Jones is very capable of it. But how long can you withstand punishment like this? Now Hammerstone sending off Shogun Jones. And what a drop kick.
One of the best for a big man we have seen in the business.
Just absolutely insane height. Getting all the way up to the face of Shogun Jones, who goes about 6'3", 6'4". Incredible vertical leap. And Project Body Count have brought Shogun over to their corner, where they can effectively just continue a pounding. Shogun Jones has somehow got to try to break free of this and tag in Kenny King. Kenny's had enough, though. Kenny has seen enough of what Project Body Count is doing to his partner.
And Graves trying to egg on the referee.
And Kenny King's temper is getting the best of him. In some ways, you can't blame him. And Graves, he created that opening for Shogun Jones to recover and annihilate him with that lariat. It doesn't.
The crowd trying to egg on Shogun, needs to make a tag to Kenny King.
Yeah, it doesn't look far away from where we're sitting, but Shogun's been through a lot, so Kenny King might as well be about 2 miles away on that tag. Graves crawling to Hammerstone. And here comes Kenny, here comes Hammer.
And look at this, Kenny King, big right hand.
Leaping in the air, catching with a kick now. Spine buster to Graves. Kenny King trying to make the comeback here for him and Shogun.
Oh, and look at that. Hammerstone fires back, but there's Kenny.
Just think about Hammerstone with his size and conditioning. He's able to absorb a lot of punishment. Oh, he dodges Hammerstone's kick. Go behind. Double underhook powerbomb.
1, 2.
With elevation, still not enough to put away Hammerstone. And the pace in this tag team championship matchup has picked up.
And the crowd, they were looking to see the title change. And Kenny has got up Hammerstone. Oh, and the big boot. This could be it. 1, 2.
Graves saw Shogun was left wide open. Release German suplex. Graves just scoops up Kenny just to plant him hard. But a little bit of miscommunication by Project Bodycount stops the momentum that Graves was building.
And right now, Hammerstone looks like he's over there, makes the tag to Graves. Kenny down and out. And Shogun is the legal man, and it may be the beginning of the end for Shogun Jones.
Yeah, if they can hit something high impact here, they could put Shogun away.
But look at this, Shogun just fighting back.
Shogun's fighting with everything he has. He wants that first championship. He feels like, oh no. What a combination. Release powerbomb.
Look at that, throws him right into Graves, and Graves has got him.
Tequila sunrise suplex.
And this looks like it might have to be it. 1, 2. And Kenny King makes the save.
Yeah, Kenny King keeping the tag title hopes alive, but Hammerstone trapping the leg, trapping the head. Here comes Graves. Hits an exploder of his own.
And once again, they're all down, but Shogun
is hyper-focused on revenge. Rock bottom. But here comes Hammerstone. He saw Shogun. He saw Shogun trying to recover, and Hammerstone TKO. But it looks like he took a lot out of himself just to get Shogun up.
And once again, all 4 members of this match all down and out.
Yeah, 4 men are down here. The tag team titles on the line. Who's going to leave with the belts? Will it be Shogun and what he found to be the perfect partner in Kenny King to try and take out Project Bodycount, a team that has just given him trouble for several months in FSW.
And the big right hand once again connects from Graves.
Graves is just, I was about to say he's stalking Shogun, but Shogun, this match means so much to him. It's his chance to win his first title in FSW.
And these two, they're just firing away back and forth with Graves, but the kick slows down Shogun, and right now,
gonna try to make him pass out.
Trying to choke him out. But look at this, Shogun able to back him into the corner. And as the referee was telling him to break, Shogun was listening.
Yeah, and Graves went right to the eyes. That was the first thing he did to regain the advantage. Good Shogun, though, once again firing away. Every time you think he's down, he just comes back.
Oh, and look at this. Shogun. He is just pounding away.
But he didn't see Graves behind him, who levels him. Just when you think Shogun had turned the tide, Project Bodycount, showing why they're such a good unit, take advantage once again.
Oh, it looks like this could be it for Shogun. But look at this, Kenny hits him with the super kick.
So we thought. Kenny connects.
1, 2, 3, and there it is.
Winners of the match, and new FSW Tag Team Champion, Shogun Jones and Kenny King.
Can you believe what you just saw, Jay? Kenny King. Shogun Jones, the new FSW Tag Team Champion.